Ray Corral, the founder of Mosaicist Inc., one of the few companies in the world that designs, manufactures, and also installs mosaic projects throughout the world.
We're here today in Coral Gables, joined by Ray Corral, the founder of Mosaicist Inc. I wanted to get a little bit of background about how you got into the tile business.
Started as an artist at the beginning, then the business actually evolved as we went along. What sets us aside from everybody else in this industry is the fact that we also do design work, we also do manufacturing, and we also provide installation of our own products.
It truly is a niche, and it sounds like it makes almost a turnkey experience when somebody wants to add beautiful mosaic art to their pool or beyond.
Yeah, we specialize mostly in swimming pools. The thing is, the pools is a very big niche in the industry.
Especially here in South Florida.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you install all over, or do you stick to this area mostly?
That's a great question, because a lot of people think that just because we're out of Miami, they think that we only work in Miami or in the South Florida area. We've done work all over the place. So we have in the most unique, most remote places on the Caribbean, and we're invited to do architectural artwork all over the place, all over the world.
How do you get your inspiration when you're either working with clients or creating for clients with patterns and design?
A lot of times the mosaics have gotten the idea that it has to be like Versace-esque, or a lot of the swirls or the actual Victorian that what you see
quite modern as well, right?
But we've done homes that are all like cubic or cubism, and in those cases, we've actually gotten the shapes of the home and the shapes of the pool, and we've done what's called the cosmati, which is a geometrical repetitive pattern to go ahead and have the synergy to tie in together with a modern house. We usually work around the actual swimming pool design, the shape of the swimming pool.
So you'll start with sort of the dimensions of the pool, maybe a floor layout of that.
That's right, and then we start working for inspiration on the actual home itself. This particular home is a historical 1926 home. It has a relief in the front of the elevation, and we use that as inspiration for this pool right here, and it came together like a glove.
Absolutely, and I love that you're taking inspiration from the architecture. I mean, what a great way to sort of honor a historic home and just bring that into mosaic art. So let's talk about the process. You talked about it starts from a sketch, and then the tile is obviously manufactured once you pick all your colors.
We do this by actually drawing the design by hand. We actually put it in a computer program, and that scales it for us in proportion.
Right.
And therefore, we go ahead and print it in craft paper. It gets done piece by piece, but at our studios. They're brought here. These sheets are have the design already printed on them. And then our artists go ahead and cut the pieces, glue them on with water-soluble glue. Then they get transported, cut into jigsaw pieces, packed into boxes, transported to the job site. Therefore, and then my installers, which are also artists, they go ahead and they start installing it by flipping it like a pancake and taking the paper off. And that's how we transfer the work from the studio onto the job site, which is very unique.
Ray, you've got the best part here, all of the color samples. I feel like this is probably just one of the most interesting parts of the design with Mosaic, is picking the colors.
That's right.
So can we take a seat and kind of go through all of
Yeah,
this
sure.
good stuff with the samples?
So what we have here is we have basically, just for the show, I brought out all the master colors that we actually use as a master board, as a reference to actually manufacture our colors. And here you have about 350 colors. This is called Smalty.
So let's talk real quick for our viewers at home.
Okay.
We'll get a little tile vocab. Smalty, what type of glass material?
Smalty or smalti, it's an Italian origin word, which is a small tile that's all hand cut. It's a very old world material. If you travel, let's say, to Italy or to other countries.
You've probably seen it there.
Yeah, you'll probably see it there in churches and on floors and stuff like this. So based out of these colors is how we actually make them in manufactured squares, and so what you see right here, which is called Venetian glass. The backgrounds of most of our pools are the Venetian glass, which is what you see in this pool, or on really high-end projects, we brought it the Smalty.
So you have an option based on the, and also the level of detail. I can imagine that when something is very intricate, you might be going with the smaller pieces, and then for the background is the larger.
That, or when we need actually a lot more of a color palette or more hues to make the design, we'll come and we'll make them out of Smalty. And in Smalty, we make over 1,000 colors.
Wow. To me as a designer, the most fun part is getting that like specific, those colors picked out. And with pools, you had mentioned earlier that we're mostly going to be going into the blues and that sort of family.
Most of my work is 80% is pools, and when we do pools, people usually think blues or greens.
Yes, you want that water to
so
look fresh.
This dark marine color blue seems to be the hottest thing right now. In the past 5 years, it's something, we have a color called Sea Marine out of Murano series, and just it's everyone's go-to.
So it's one of your most popular.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
pool,
that darker blue.
Yeah, and specifically when a pool has a design, we want to make sure that it pops and it has a lot of contrast, so you see your investment, you get to enjoy it from when you see it from outside the home.
No, that's a great tip. So if someone's thinking about that, you're always going to maybe go darker, pop it with the colors.
And then the other way too, if they want a lighter color pool, then we go ahead and do the designs in a darker color, obviously, to make the contrast. And one other thing I want to tell you is that a lot of people think, well, why you want to put designs in a pool? Pools are for swimming. The majority of the people that have pools, they enjoy them when they look at them. And these are basically architectural pieces of art.
They really are. We talk about art could be anywhere in the home. It could also be outside the home and in your pool with this gorgeous mosaic.
Yeah.
We talked about color, and we also talked about the size of the tile. But the sort of the finish of it is, whether it's over here, I'm seeing some more matte, beautiful finish. We've got some with iridescence. What are some of the different options, and what makes them each special?
What we do as a manufacturing company, we don't only make one specific glass. We actually try to introduce a lot of finishes such as iridescence. Iridescence are really big in the industry. We have here a Splendor series, which has a type of glitter copper effect that runs through the glass. That's also been around for a while.
It's like a gemstone, yep.
Yeah.
And it has longevity. These things are classics.
Like 100%. This is a watermark series that basically has a relief in the bottom of the tile that shimmers.
Gives
also
it that
with
depth.
the water. We also have newer iridescents that are coming out, such as this one, which is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
Has
the
not
color
been
is
seen
so
till now.
First time. Look
First
at this.
time, believe it or not, we
exclusive.
just literally got the samples and the master samples made.
Beautiful, and the coloration and just the way it has this beautiful metallic type of feel. Lots of depth. Color is beautiful. Finish is gorgeous. The design possibilities really are endless. Right?
Yeah, it's endless.
We have talked about all of the beautiful mosaic work that you've created for swimming pools and just other areas throughout the outdoor spaces. But another great way for mosaic to be displayed as art in a home really is on the floor or walls of a bathroom, right?
100%. We do a lot of pools, but once in a while, we grab our special preferred clients and our projects, and we apply things like this. Like we got this 1926 home here, and we designed a Spanish design that we took out of old world tiles.
I love that. So what you did here, as we talked about with the pool, is you play to the architecture. Pull out things that have of that era, just special details. Now, I want to go in and take a closer look so we can see all the detail of the beautiful tiles.
Let's go. I want to show you the corners. What we did here is the formula that we were talking about earlier, which we got how big the actual pieces of mosaic were going to be and how many pieces were going to be cut, how many times it took to cut the piece to then fit the design to fit the same area space.
Well, I love it. And I also, one thing that's really, I want to point out to our viewers is the way this border is very continuous around the room. It's almost like a beautiful bordered area rug.
The actual border has no 45-degree cuts. The border is continuously all the way around. So we designed the actual entire rug, per se, to fit the actual walls of the bathroom and also fit this corner as well.
The grout color is very important part of the design as much as the color of the tiles. So
we went with a actual medium gray grout, and the reason why is because it's practical. Because the grout usually gets stained and sometimes gets dirty.
Yeah, so white grout isn't gonna...
Exactly. That way if it gets stained or it doesn't yellow or it keeps a medium color and therefore it's easy to clean.
Yeah, that's a really good tip because going with that tonality on any floor, especially in a bathroom that's used frequently on a daily basis. I absolutely love seeing the way this mosaic has brought this bathroom to a whole another look and just another level of beauty. But we're going to talk about the way mosaic can enhance other areas of the home. Ray, we have seen so many great things, a lot of your beautiful work. And I know you primarily do a lot of swimming pools with the mosaic design in there. We've also seen it in bathrooms. I mean, it's amazing on flooring or in a shower. But there are other areas of the home where mosaic can truly make an impact as art on your walls, per se.
Well, we also get a commission to do accent walls, like you mentioned. We do a lot of bathroom floors. We do a lot of city murals. Those are lots of fun, and to actually install them is very challenging. But even pieces like this as well, this is not specifically mosaics,
Really
but
beautiful.
this is actually a artwork called pietralude, which we also are involved with as well. Everything you see here is an actual stone, a different color stone.
Wow, I recognize some beautiful marbles in there.
That's right.
This is all hand done.
Yeah, this is all hand done. We also are involved with this type of artwork as well.
Wow, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. We think about the misconception, maybe tiles only for a pool, only for a shower, only for a bathroom floor. It can go anywhere in your home, including some sort of work on furnishings.
Yeah, when people use mosaics, and the reason why they're so versatile and they're actually great for outdoor applications is the colors goes all the way through. It never fades, and if any ever gets stained or spray painted or something, you can always clean them. And they're very durable, especially for outdoor applications where the UV, the sun is hitting them.
And like you talked about, the installation, we say, is just as important as the beauty of the tile itself,
100%.
because they say properly installed tile can last a lifetime, and it really holds up so well. We see stuff from ancient times still installed to this day.
Yeah, back then you wonder why so many installations have lasted hundreds and hundreds of
True
years.
craftsmen and
yeah,
artists.
And that's it. That we are a company that beholds the entire process, and this is what makes our colors, our mosaic murals, our applications last a lifetime.
Well, Ray, I want to thank you for sharing just a peek into all of the beauty of your work and the process of creating custom mosaic for all areas of the home.